Let's just spend a moment thinking about the nature of love. Reason number 5, God's love can be known personally and it can be known certainly. I want to say that again. God's love can be known personally and God's love can be known certainly. 1 John chapter 4 verse 8 contains 3 of the most important words in all of literature and all of language. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. God is love. And we're going to talk about that in one of our next sessions. 5 good reasons to believe that God is good. We'll get into that. But this 3-word phrase here, that God is, something about the very essence, the very fiber, the very fabric, the very makeup of God, whatever that means, is love. Not merely just that he's loving, which would be an adjective describing a behavior, but that he is love, a noun describing his essential essence. Psalm 34 verse 8 says, "Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good." It could have just as easily said, "Oh, taste and see that the gelato is amazing." You go to the gelato store, the gelatissimo, right? You go there, or you go to the ice cream store, and you look through the glass, and you think, man, that one looks really good, and that one looks really good, and that one looks really good, and you get your tasting spoons, right? And you taste it up, right? You have the experience. And then this is key, this is key, this is key. After you have eaten the, what's your favorite? Whatever your favorite flavor is. After you've eaten the chocolate mint, whatever it might be, then you know that it's good. I one time had wasabi gelato. And after I had it, I knew, I'm glad you like that, Emmanuel. After I had the wasabi gelato, I knew it was not good. It sounded bad, and it was bad. But the others sounded good, and they were good. John chapter 14, verse 23, Jesus answered and said to him, "If anyone loves me, he will keep my word, and my Father will love him, and we will come to him, and we will make our home with him." Just listen to that. We will come into your life. We will come into your heart. We will come into your family. We will come into your home, and we will live with you in such a way that you will know we're there. We'll be guests in your house and guests in your heart. We'll be guests in your family. The Apostle Paul in the book of Romans said, "You did not receive the spirit of bondage, again to fear. You received the spirit of adoption." There is a spirit that was given to you, and that spirit says, "Abba, Father." It says, "Dad." When God sends his spirit into your life, it says, "You're my son, you're my daughter." The Spirit himself bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of God. When God sends his spirit into your life, the Spirit says to you and through you that God is your Father and he loves you. He wants a place not only in your home, he wants a place in your heart. And I want to tell you here today, God's existence is not just something that the molecular biologists and the theoretical physicists of the world can come to know. By looking at the fingerprints and footprints of God in the external world, you can come to know God's amazing love, even if you never graduated from high school. Because you can know God's love experientially. You can know God's love personally. And you can know God's love certainly. I want to tell you here tonight, you are dearly loved and you are a child of God and you can know it, not merely believe it. I believed when I was looking through the glass that those ice cream flavors were tasty. But when I tasted them, I now knew. I had firsthand experiential personal evidence. And you can know by asking God into your life. And when God comes into your life, he does this amazing transformative thing. He does it as a gentleman because he only comes when asked. He only comes when invited. But you can know the love of God. And we'll talk more about this when we look at 5 good reasons to believe that God is good. Time, life, mind, ought, love are 5 good reasons to believe that God exists. And the invitation that I give to you is to, just as the psalmist said, taste and see that the Lord, he is good. Amen. Taste and see that God is good. You can know experientially, personally, and certainly that you are God's daughter, that you are God's son, and he is your Father.